Hi, welcome. I will just wait just a little bit to see that everything is working on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm going to check this out on my computer here. And if you can just write in the chat if you can hear me so that I can start sharing for today. Share. Yeah, good. Perfect. Okay. So, welcome. I just felt invited or guided to make this 5 days of expansion in consciousness. And I was getting questions and I asked questions myself, how to manage these this time of scarcity, how much fear is going on in the world. And on top of that, where I come from, we celebrate Christmas, and that's a lot of stress about that as well. But as I teach my clients that being conscious, being in the moment, being sensing, feeling everything that is going on in your body is what will help you go through anything in life. Even if you're thinking, it doesn't apply to this thing anyways. I can assure you it does. I had a conversation today with someone, and she said, well, I'm so frustrated about this situation in life, and she's applying this work daily. And I said, don't forget that you can apply this work on that too. And she said, yeah, thank you for reminding me. It's sometimes we get caught up in the mind. And thank you. I just see, hold on, a Facebook user, when I see your comments and you are in the Vi-Be community group, and you leave a comment there, I can't see who you are, which is perfectly fine. But if you want to be addressed with your name when I'm replying your questions, you have to go to there's a little link above this video that says, or below, I don't know, just facebook.com/StreamYard or something like that, or the opposite. And then you just go there, click the link, and then you come to another page and you just click that link too. And that's all you have to do. And then I'll be able to see your name when you leave comments. And also if you leave these, what are they called? Reaction button, the like button, the heart and everything. So where was I? Yeah. So when in fear or when in any feeling, you can do this practice that I'm going to teach you today, and you will immediately step out of your conscious level. It's all about conscious level. We can raise our vibration. We can do a lot of things. We can think positive, but it always comes back to what conscious level you're vibrating from or residing in. And the very shortest of alignment, inner alignment, and consciously being right here, right now, and consciously step one, maybe just one step up on the scale of consciousness, is actually just to release what is in the moment and just take a deep breath. And right there, it's just maybe one notch, but it's one notch higher than you were before. That is creating something new in life that is more aligned with who you are. And we are here to create a better world for all. Maybe not feel that way right now, but when you are just feeling what's going on in your body, you can immediately see, sense, feel what conscious level you're at. And that is how you perceive your life right now. So if you're in your body, you feel a lot of tension, you feel a lot of density, if you feel a lot of, confusion, fear, I don't know what I feel. Whatever you're perceiving is what is created in your life. So there again, take a deep breath. And then you climb the notch. So we are constantly creating in our lives. We are constantly creating what we see around us. We are part of everything that is not well on the planet, with the unconscious decisions that we make. If we just took a step back and realigned in our bodies just for a few seconds before any choice we make in life, remembering that don't make choices out of fear, make them out of love. You will create a better world for you in your life, in your everyday life, even if it's just, taking your kids to school, or being in a meeting with your colleagues, or being on vacation, whatever your situation is in this very moment. Realign, reset, and breathe. That is like the number one key. It is key, but it's like the number one life hack to create something new for you. So I know this is a lot of information. And when we are listening to a lot of information from the conscious level that we're residing in at the moment, we're trying to understand with our mind. We cannot hear the truth in the words that I say or someone else says to you. So I'm going to teach you just a quick coherence practice that is really easy. You can do it anywhere, even in your car, even though I'm not suggesting you close your eyes driving, but just like feel the feet on your floor, feel the seat under your bum, feel the chair on your back, feel the I don't know, is it cold where you are? Is it warm? Have you an itchy sweater on? Do you have a cozy sweater on? I have my cozy sweater on. My niece asked me yesterday, do you only have one kind of sweater in different shades of gray? And I said, kind of, but I like them. Hi. Hi, Gladys. So happy to have you here. Yeah. So feel where is seated, or if you cannot sit, you have to lay down because you're not able to sit, then feel the entire seat or bed or sofa underneath you. Just feel how it feels on you, and just breathe. And when you do that, maybe you start to feel something like a discomfort, or maybe happiness. Maybe I'm annoyed today. Then that is being aware what is right here as well. Don't make that wrong. That is actually beautiful and perfect, because being conscious and not making it wrong is what helps you climb that consciousness scale up, and what is helping you awaken to the next state of your being. And then you keep breathing and you keep feeling, and you allow what's right there to be right there. Just allow it to be just as you perceive it. Even if you don't like it, that's just mind trying to escape. Mind wants what's familiar. And if escaping your emotions is familiar, that is what the mind tells you to do. The only thing you actually have to be afraid of, or maybe the only thing you have to be cautious of, is true threats, which is, is a tiger here chasing me? Is there something that really wants to harm me? Is it a true situation that I can be harmed in this moment? Well, most of the time, no. The thing we feel as fear, like threatful things, are maybe feeling anxiety, feeling stressed, feeling shameful, feeling guilty. These are not really true threats. These are just feelings, lower vibrational frequencies that is creating a discomfort in our system. When we make that wrong, the discomfort is our mind trying to understand why we're feeling what we're feeling. When we make that wrong, it that emotional state is stuck in the body. We're trying to escape it by distracting ourselves with doing things, but it's still there, and it's still there to be felt. And when we're not choosing to feel it, it's actually creating itself again and again and again in our reality. Everything in our reality is these frequencies. So the thing that it will create, not I don't want to feel this, I distract myself from feeling it, that frequency will actually attract more of that same frequency. And frequencies is everything. It could be thoughts, feelings, things, people, situations, events, and that will be recreated in one of these so that you can see it, so that you can shift out of that state. So doing this short exercise of just feeling into your body, what's right here, right now, it's enough to shift you out of that vibrating frequency, shift you out of that conscious state of beingness in this moment. So keep breathing and allow what's right there to be right there. And if you feel overwhelmed, that is nothing to be afraid of. Overwhelm is actually just an overwhelm. I'm not grasping with your mind what it is you're feeling. So when you allow it to be just that, it can transmute out of your system. You don't have to be able to understand what it is you're going through. The mind could never understand the language of frequencies. The mind just wants to understand. It understands from repetitive behaviors. It understands from past events. But feeling what's in the now, you never experience this moment in the full awareness of the moment. So the mind can try to understand this moment. It will never, because when you start to feel what's right here, when you start to embrace your experience in your body, the body can only be in the now. The body can only be in the present moment. And you step out of the mind who wants to be, interpret the future, the past, what's going on around you. When you step out of that, just feel what's going on in your body. You will shift out of that state. But you cannot spiritually bypass what you're feeling. You have to feel the pain that you have been avoiding. The pain that you have been avoiding, it's nothing to be afraid of. And the body is showing you that you have this pain in your body. Even if it's not physical, it might be emotional. You feel the pain, the emotional pain, because that is actually the gate to the freedom that you want to feel when you're trying to escape it. The difference is when you try to escape it, it will come back again and again and again and again. But if you allow yourself to feel, the depth of the pain or the fear or the anger or whatever it is you're trying to escape, you will actually come out on the other side and you will be free from that old pain, that old memory, that old conclusion, that old assumption. It will not be as triggerful the next time you think of it. You might not be able to leave the whole of it, or you might do. Either or is perfect. Take a deep breath. And remember, everything that you are experiencing, all your conclusions, assumptions, are based on programs in your subconscious mind. And these programs, they could have been, added to your subconscious mind when you were 2, when you were you felt abandoned, or maybe something happened and you felt unloved, or you felt unseen, you felt not acknowledged. And then you made a conclusion that maybe my, I don't know, sister was more worthy than you, and then you try to spend life being a higher achiever so that you would be seen, or somebody would say to you, you're such a good girl, or you're smart, you're clever, whatever behavioral pattern you added to your life. When you start doing this job, you are the one who starts to see and acknowledge yourself, and you will understand that even your behavioral patterns that are destructive, you can maybe sometimes feel like, why am I doing that again and again? It's like a go-to, but it does not feel good after a while, like food addiction, or being the loudest in the classroom, or whatever it is. And you start to feel that is actually okay, because you become aware of what your go-tos are. You will start to become aware of your destructive thought patterns, become aware of the unlimiting beliefs you hold around who you are. And that is all, like, who you are in truth is infinite. Who you are in truth is love, is infinite possibilities, is prosperity, is peace. Who you are not is the person that you created to be, to fit in, to be seen, to be less than someone else, not able to be perfect, however hard you try. Everything you are trying to achieve in life, which is maybe in reality use, like, I want to achieve this education, I want to get that job, because I will be seen as someone, like, if you're a woman, maybe it's a male dominated industry, and you're like, I want to become the boss there, so that they can see that we women can also do this as good as a man. Maybe it's to have that home that you always wanted. Whatever it is you're trying to get in the real life, if you try to see what that would be, what that emotion would be, what is the emotional need you're trying to strive for, wanting to accomplish, achieving all that. Maybe it's freedom. Maybe it is I'm free to do whatever I want to. Maybe it is, well, it's so often freedom that I get from my clients, but joy. Sometimes we forget joy is like a very, really nice state of being, but we forgot how that was, or how that is, because maybe we never really experienced pure joy. So, try to feel what it is you want to achieve when you become all these things, or the things you want in life, because that is actually frequencies too. So when you do these short alignment practices, just become aware of what is going on within you. What do you feel, see, sense in your body when you just take a step back, sit down, take a couple of deep breaths. You feel what's in there, and you allow it to be there, and have compassion for yourself, because these are emotion frequencies that you've been trying to escape. or didn't even know what's there because you were rushing through life, trying to manage, getting things done on time. And I can feel a lot of you, I don't have time to sit down doing this. Well, I can give this some minutes, but hey, Kerstin, I can give this a couple of minutes, but then I have to move on and do this and that. Remember, these are conclusions and assumptions you hold because of the conscious state you're in. So if you do this for more than a couple of minutes or just a couple of minutes, you will raise in frequency, you will raise in conscious level, and then you will have new conclusion made of that higher conscious level, which are more aligned with you. And then you realize, well, maybe you realize like, I don't have to be there until later. But your conclusion were that you had to be there now because of the lower frequency that were residing in your system. So it's always good to be conscious of what's going on in your mind and in your body. And it also, one other aspect is you're here now in this body to experience your life. It's not an achievement. Your life is not what all the things you did. So experience what's in the body in every moment. And then you make a conscious choice from that experience. And if it's, well, I choose love, that is to make a more loving action than to choose to keep on being stressed and trying to squeeze in everything in this moment. You're allowed to do that. And you can try to squeeze in everything in this moment, but be conscious about it. It's a difference. I'd say when you're not doing things, if you do things and not being conscious of them, you are unconsciously living your life. Feel how that feels in your body to be unconscious about how you're living your life. That is thinking that mind is the only go-to to create your life. The mind is good to have, but it will always keep you safe inside the box. As the mind is always a survival mode. It's always in survival mode. It's all your conclusions and assumptions, your programs are based on keeping you alive. But if you were 0 to 7, when your subconscious mind is totally open, there's no filter towards what is a real threat or not. That is what creates your life when you're 40 plus or 20, 50, 70, whatever age you're in. So then you can, before you make choices and you probably go to your old go-to, you can think, maybe there's an other way for me to do this. I don't know what that would be, but I'm open to receive the frequency of it. Because that an open question, then universe can put in higher frequencies in you that will raise your vibration, and then that frequency holds new information that matches thoughts, events, feelings, things, interactions. You create something else for you, which is, I think, kind of great. It has created a lot for me. And for me right now, I'm not talking about, manifest that car, manifest that dream house. It's the joy I feel, the infinite love I feel, the trust I feel, the peace I feel. So that I can feel peaceful even in times of despair, fear, whatever is going on around me. I can feel sovereign and calm. And I'm not saying, I'm not in Buddha consciousness, but I'm feeling calm and sovereign, and I enjoy life. I can feel peace. I can feel love in a way that I didn't before, when I was unconscious of living my life the way I did, trying to achieve things, burning out twice. I needed, life to show me that don't use your brain as much, feel more. So I got brain fog, this perfect way of forcing you to be in your body more. So yeah. So this first day, it is feel what's in the present moment, what you feel in your body. The body is the present moment. The body is the closest to pure consciousness there is. That is like the bridge to pure consciousness, to universe, to infinite source, and if you have a higher power, she's the name of your higher power. It's like, be in the now, breathe into the body, feel what is, and don't make it wrong. Whatever is in there is supposed to be in this moment. However you perceive life in the now, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And when you hear me say this, you feel, but I feel so sad, then it is a feeling that is here to be embraced. Or I feel so angry, then that is a feeling that is here to be embraced. Something that you have not seen or acknowledged for sometimes. Feel it, sense it, acknowledge it, treat it like a little baby. Children are loud when they're not getting there, and when they're not being seen. Little kids that fall and hit themselves on the knee, they run around looking for mom or dad, and when they see them, they start crying. Because then when they feel safe, they're also safe to show their emotions. Show your body the same respect, because that is what will put you in the next level of consciousness. Is unconditionally loving yourself. When you stop looking for that love outside of yourself, when you start put condition to love, if you do this, you love me. If you don't do this, you don't respect me. When you stop doing that and put that into yourself, turn inwards instead of trying to get it all out there. Turn inwards and see, what emotional need do I have? Or what emotion is there to be seen? Because that is how we can understand frequencies better. It's all frequencies and energies vibrating in different speed. It's all energies. Energies want to be in motion. And when we try to keep it stuck with our mind, our conclusions, assumptions, the energy can't flow as it wants to. So when you start to give yourself a little TLC, when you start to embrace what's there, these energies can start to move. Your body is a giant, it's always aim for balance, for equilibrium, with toxins, with viruses, with stagnant energies, whatever. Everything is vibration, right? When the body, this big organism, feels imbalance, it wants to create balance, but it won't do that until you tell your mind to be still, so that your body can start to shift all these frequencies out. Everything you see as threats, all the emotions that you don't want to feel, activates the freeze, flee, fight system, and cortisol is being pumped up in your system, and you're ready to fight, or you're ready to freeze, you're ready to flee the situation. But when you let yourself know this is just a not comfortable emotion, or a not so nice frequency that I hold, and you're not escape from it, the body, the freeze, flee, fight response will decrease, and the body will start to create that balance in your system. That is also how you climb in consciousness. So just being still, breathe, allow, is choosing unconditionally loving yourself. And that is a really high frequency that puts you right in another state. And when you do that on a, when you do that on a regular basis, I do it in every moment when I remember, I feel peace. I feel joy. I can also have a lot of compassion for the people who are not able to do this, who are protecting themselves, who are in survival mode 24/7. And of course, there are people that are always there, and they will never really grasp how easy it is to just go within. But we do have to have compassion for everybody. Everybody are doing the best that they can, even though we perceive it as someone is, losing it. Or, in these days, what's going on in the world, people are in fear. But when you do this job, or this inner work, or just these alignments, because that's all it is, you are raising your vibration. And when you are raising your vibration, you raise the vibration of the humanity, all of the humanity. That is what will create a better world for all. Even though, everybody doesn't understand it. That is what is going on in the world. And that is also why things are going on in the world, because as we are, shining brighter, raising our frequencies, we are lighthouses. You will see the dirt on the carpet. It hasn't been seen before. So if we keep on doing this, we will help. You help you help your loved ones, you help humanity. That is compassion. It's another high frequency. So breathe. Become aware of what is going on in your system. And allow it to be just like that. I just felt it shift in you now. Good. Just allow it to be just like that. When you allow it to be just like that, universe handles the rest. There is an expression that says, let go and let God. This is exactly what happens. When you breathe, allow what is, these high frequencies that are unconditional love and compassion will do the transmutation. Your body will be able to shift out of this old emotion, these old frequencies, so that you can return to ease. You are ease, you are peace, you are love in your true essence. You're just trying to avoid opening up to what you are, because it feels overwhelmed. It's too much to grasp for the mind. It's just basically you becoming the 2.0 version of you. And what can collide is also the idea of what the 2.0 version of you is. So, does that mean that I have to do a lot of socializing and be around a lot of people? Because I know there are people out there, there are introverts that is doing better being at home or not doing a lot of interaction with a lot of people. No, it doesn't mean you have to do it. It could be like that if you're being guided to do that when you're in the higher consciousness. But it can also be you being more relaxed, choosing to be back home or with less people, but not feeling anything about it. It's just a choice. It just feels good. Or you will go out there. Maybe you, I don't know, you will be making a bigger impact on people because they will listen to you. They want to listen to you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want they get inspired by you. I want to do what she's doing because he seems peaceful. He seems joyful. I want to know how can I be that too? That is the difference. So, you have any questions? I would be honored to respond to them if you have questions. Just put them in the chat. I don't see any yet. No. Okay. So first key to to raise your vibration so that your conscious level can rise, it's to breathe. It's to allow what is to be. And then you make your choice. Is this loving for me or not? Will this expand my life? Will this create something better for me? And when something better for you is being created, that means that is this beneficial for me and for others? Will this add to my life? Take a deep breath. Beautiful. So tomorrow we will talk about expansion again, and we will do deeper interactions, deeper clearings. I will do conscious energy work. I will assist your expansion. But remember, align, breathe, allow. Feel what's in your body. The body is only in the now, can never be anywhere else. When we're in the past, in the future, or we're playing our roles as mom, dads, wives, spouses, and so on, we're not in the now. Keep your presence in your body and you will create something bigger for you. Thank you so much for listening. I enjoyed it so much and I look forward to tomorrow. Take care. Bye.